So today I want to do a quick tutorial on how to create and navigate around in Google Sites. So the first thing you're going to do is log into your Byron Apps, your Google Apps account, and up here at the top it says Sites, and you're going to click on that and it's going to take you to the Sites page. Now you're probably not going to have any sites, so what you want to do is you want to create a new site. This is going to allow you to create a web page. Now there are templates, but we're not going to use any of these right now because I want you to experience kind of building it on your own. You need to name it in a very specific way for this class, and the way you're going to name it is your first name. So let's say Julie W's CCE portfolio. The reason we want to be so careful with our naming is once you choose this name, it's taken and you can't ever use it again. So you don't want to just say my portfolio and then later want to create another one and that name doesn't work. So we are going to name it first name, last initial, apostrophe S, CC for Creative Com, ePortfolio. You will be creating portfolios in your English classes later, and this will help you distinguish them. Now the other fun thing you can do right here is you can also choose a theme, and there are tons of things to choose from. So go ahead and pick whatever you think reflects your personality. You can always come back later and change it. So for the purpose of today, let's pick that one. And then right now we're not going to worry about more options, and we're going to say create site. And you've just created a web page. Now once you're here, you can see that my name is up here and I'm at this home page. Couple of important buttons up here: create page, that's how we're going to keep adding pages, and edit page. Those are the two that we're going to be most concerned with to start with. So first I'm going to edit this home page. And I don't really like home, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is my welcome. A little bit about me. And this is where you're going to introduce yourself. This is where later I will talk to you about embedding your Glogster, embedding those audio files about who you are. So you can just go ahead and say, welcome to my site. I have collected the best of my work from Creative Communications here for you to view. Or whatever you want to type. We'll come back to what actually goes here. As soon as you're done, you click Save, and that page is created. Now if you've perused the course, you see that I have things like ePortfolio Task 1, Task 2, Task 3. And so this is where we're going to go and start creating some more pages. So I want to create a new page. I want to create a web page, which is the default, and then I need to give it a name, and this is what's going to show up on the sidebar or across the top tabs. So the first artifact we're going to do is descriptive writing. I give it a name. Now this put page at the top level or put page under welcome, you want this page to have equal status to the welcome page. So you don't want to indent that underneath the welcome, so you want it at the top. Say create a page. And now you can see over here on the side, I have my welcome page, I have my descriptive writing page. We will be going through how to do editing to this page, but a couple of key things. You'll want to choose a layout. This is currently one column simple. You can do 2 columns, which allows you 2 spaces to type and embed. This is great for photos or side-by-side display of stuff. The other one I like, and I think is handy, is this one. So you really have 3 horizontal places to embed or type. But there's all sorts of options for you to play with. You have ones that have a narrower and a wider look to them. So you'll really want to think about the design of your site and your pages as you're going through. But again, all that can be changed. We won't be doing much with tables, but that works just like in Word. You can insert a table. Formatting is where you can change your headings. You can do some of the superscript, subscript kinds of things, and where you can change your alignment. And now the inserting. Inserting is where you can insert an image. So if you have a picture saved, you can insert a link. We'll come back to these. We don't need these. Insert a Google Doc. This is why we're going to use Google Docs. Okay, those are kind of our key pieces. Later, if you were in another class and you had a Google spreadsheet and you wanted to embed that, or you had a Google presentation, which is like PowerPoint, and you wanted to embed that, these are all options you will have. If you wanted to do a text box inside a text box, you could do that also. So lots of options. Your other options up here are limited fonts, your size, your bold, italics, underlined. Here's your colors. Here's your highlight tool if you want to hyperlink something. So your left justify, center, right justify. This one is to undo your text formatting, and then this little button right here, HTML, is where what we're going to use when we want to embed that code from YouTube or from Glogster or from anything like that. That's the link we'll be using. Whenever you get done, you click Save, and that takes care of things. If I want to create a page that is underneath, for every one of our tasks and the artifacts, a piece of writing you're going to be uploading, we are going to have an artifact statement. And you may choose to do these in separate pages. You can put it under the descriptive writing. And when I create this page, and I'm just going to save it, I can go ahead, I can do all the layout. You now see that it is indented underneath the descriptive writing. So I know that's the artifact statement that goes with descriptive writing. So those are kind of your big points about creating a site. Under more actions, we have some options as far as moving pages if you decide you did something out of order. We have options under managing the page. You can move things around. We can change colors. This is really a lot of your management pieces. So multiple places to save things, to look at things. The site layout is another great place that you can start playing around with when you want to change the look of your site. If you don't like what you did, you hit cancel. You have a preview button, and then you can hit cancel, and if you like it, you say save. We'll come back to some of the details here, but this is one of the places where you can say, you know, this page should really be under this page, and you can change it. It doesn't make sense, but you certainly can do that and say, you know what, that didn't make sense. I'm going to put it back under its own. And it's a drag and click system. So in class we'll talk about some of the other options, but this will give you a nice quick tutorial about how to get started. Good luck!